Hello fellow YouTubers, my name is Draco's Fire, and I am going to be showing you a quick trick with gaining money. Now gaining money is pretty easy thing to do. Definitely something you need because a lot of ships and everything are going to be very expensive in this game. If you've been to the galactic areas yet, you'll know that for some of the places it is very expensive to buy a new ship. Some of them can cost upwards of 5, 6, 7. For me, it's even 10 to 11 million dollars. And you're probably thinking, how the heck do you get all that money? Now, first of all, what we're going to do, it's actually pretty easy to get this money. What you'll need to do is first make it to your local space station over here. And then from there, I can show you what everything you'll be doing is based on this place itself. So what you'll be doing is basically a lot of trading and selling, but I can show you a pretty simple trick to get that money. So as you can see right now, I have about 5 million, and I will show you this trick. First, we come here. We go to our local space station, head off to the main store in the facility. Now what you're going to want to do, and this is very important, is you want to use the main store, because this will not change. Whatever we are going to be buying or selling or using as our trade is going to be in here. So go in here, go to your local store, find out what it is selling. Now you can do that at one of the sell centers I was at as well, is find whatever's there. But the one you'll be wanting to use the most is the one that has the best and most in-stock items. So first, let me go ahead and sell my crap real quick. Everything can be brought to a very basic kind of form of how it works, because if you've been playing for a while, you've already know that there's prices of things. Basically, these little numbers that shows how much an item is worth or how much more they will pay from its normal. Like for the zinc, they're willing to pay, or they will give it to you at a discount. As for these items, they will require more money. Now this is what we need to find, is when you go to purchase, you want to find this items with a star marked. That means that's the most highest valued item in the store. So in this one, it's going to be shield sheets, dynamic, Ronister, I probably butchered that, and titanium. Now these are selling for over 90% of their original value, and this is what we're going to want to buy and sell. Now when deciding on what to buy and sell, what I would recommend is, if you don't have a lot of money, then start off with something cheaper, like the sheets that are only about 2,000 each, 2 to 3,000 each. That way you can start getting money that way. Then once you can start buying the more expensive stuff like these for about 30,000 usually, I can buy them, then you'll want to work your way up to these and start finding more. The best things to sell are going to be the front page. Anything on the front page is what a lot of people are going to be carrying. So now that we've decided, or we found out that the main items are, let me go back real quick, are basically shielding sheets and dynamic Ronisters that are going to be selling the best here. We want to go back out and head for just the docking area. Here we will then start trading with local ships and buying that stuff off of them. We'll just go to local ships, kind of like that, and I'm just going to show you the very basics, usually because the gold I made, or money, whatever, income, is all made from doing this. So as we can see, they are selling it, and they are actually giving me a discount for it as well. So what I want to do is just go ahead, buy all those out, and then just go make my way to the next ship and find something to buy. Now as I said, there are going to be some items at the main store that they do not sell, or is not as common. So you want to try to find the most common items, and as I said, I got pretty lucky with this one being a very common item between them. And you'll kind of, when you get used to it, you'll kind of get the gist of what most other ships carry and what you'll want to buy and sell. So this one is really good for making quick money. Some ships are just pain in the butt and don't want to trade with you, probably because I smell or something. Probably a pretty ugly alien now that I think about it. But you want to just continue this process, and just make sure you don't accidentally buy it for the same price it's going on inside the ship, because sometimes they will be selling it for that price. So once again, it's selling for a pretty cheap price. More space is always better. but you want to make as much room as possible. That way you can just buy more and just fill up your inventory so you can make less trips to make more money. And so we'll just go about this just a little bit. Another tip is not accidentally cancel out. I do that all the time. Do not right click, or if you're on the console, backspace or whatever the backspace, don't press it, because these are not skippable and they are a pain in the butt, and I hope they fix that. But as I said before, just buy these. And sometimes they might sell something that's very, like, you'll never see it, it's not a good thing to sell, or something like that. Sometimes you'll have to wait until you get to the next galaxy, and different galaxies will have different interests. Like I said, I lucked out pretty well with this one, but basically top things you want to look for is what's on sale, how popular it is, or how common is it, because stuff like the helmets and stuff are not popular at all, and so sometimes those will be the top sell. I know that Crystalite is popular, but then you can easily buy it out and it's not actually worth very much. And the Pearl is also a one you could probably go into later, but that is also kind of expensive. Mostly the best way to make money is going to be off of these three. This one early on, and then these two early on, and then this one. So finding a place that sells these is going to be your best chance at getting the fastest amount of income. So let's go ahead and finish filling our stocks real quick, and then I can't believe I did that again, I'm so sorry. And then I can show you basically the income. So while we're doing this, let me kind of just go into the math of it. Now, this has kind of been my favorite part about No Man's Sky, because it's just, I've always loved kind of like income and stuff when it comes to games. Definitely, like, I mean, World of Warcraft, I was one of the people who loved auctioneering and stuff, buying stuff and then reselling it for a better price, and kind of having dominion over it. You know what, forget that shit. Nobody likes that shit. And then you kind of just continue this process, and new ships will come in with new stocks. And this is personally what I found to be the best way to get money, because every trip usually boosts my sales. So let's see, I had about 5 million before, and now we have 4,900,000. And so we're just gonna go back in, find the outpost, and then just go and sell. And then see, it's selling for 90%, and I was usually buying it for a discount of about 4%. So I even got a deal off from the main merchants, and that, like, position I have it in right now is really good for me. Sometimes you have to explore different galaxies until you get that right niche to sell. So because there were some where really bad low stock items were on sale, and it was really hard to get, and it took a lot longer. So, and if it's that way, then I would say just kind of shovel on to the next one until you find one that's good. It's not always going to be what you want, but you want to find something close where the front page, or there's something with a lot of stock that you see often sell. Like this, from my experience, this is the best item to sell, the dynamic roster, because they go for about 3,000 normal price, and then you can sell them for 6,000. Now look at that, I had about 5 million, I sold my stock, and I'm already almost have 6 million just from one trip. And then you can just continue that, and you can get that about 5 to 6 million in about an hour, and just rinse and repeat, and there you go. Sometimes the ships will start running out of that stock that you are buying, and so what you'll do then is just kind of get in your ship, fly off, go into a planet, go explore a little bit, have fun at the game other ways, and then go back. Don't leave the solar system though, because then that's kind of a pain to get back. But other than that, I thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I hope that this has helped.